It's Week 4 of the National Football League, and we'll see Bryce Young. He's coming off an absolute offensive showcase last week. Double-digit passing touchdowns. It's the Panthers and the Patriots next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Fall is NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss, and despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week, 18 carries, 99 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys,
and right away he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, and maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up. And it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
That goes for a gain of 31. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. To throw, Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They go option right on second and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Patriots get the football back. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Jones. And he's going to go down. He backed up into into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken around the 12. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Sharp's got it, left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Crawford, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Young on 3rd down. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They're going for it with the option right. Now inside the 25. There's a nice move. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big play ability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. I think a lot of time when you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Jones. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Now Jones on 1st and 10.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll get this into the hands. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up and avoids the turnover.
Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. As they've got it as we resume action. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So that, a good kick. We haven't talked about it much, but the wind is prevalent, and he drove that right into the wind.
Yeah, don't forget the wind can swirl down there, too. So being able to read it, how it's coming, left to right to left, and to be able to execute that kick, that's pretty darn strong right there.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jerome Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Douglas, the man in motion. They go play action here on first down. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
A gain of 26 yards.
Young on first down. He finds his man. Complete. That's Crawford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Let's go. Trouble, 38.
First down, Young. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Here's Jones on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact.
Pressure comes and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
Yeah, he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Mingo, 77 yards. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time, because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So we come upon halftime, intermission here.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're up. Streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Steal, check, steal, ready.
Chark the motion man right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
560. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. Crawford. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Drill green. Ready.
4th down, Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Jones throwing on 1st down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And inches at the Panthers' 18-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Colby Parkinson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Off the play fake, Young. Flush to his right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he comes back with one complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. And quickly, they get to the line.
1st down, Carolina.
Blue strike. 5 blue. Go red. Guard red. Cluster 6.
On 1st and 10, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Morrow. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On second down now, it's Crawford. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Here's Jackson. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Taking it about the 16. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crawford. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On play action, Young. And he's caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Got it.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Panthers first down.
6, mega. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And Sharp calls it in. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down. It's Crawford. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Jordan Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will... on downs. Now a 1st down throw for Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morrow. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On 1st down, Crawford. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a touchdown, Panthers.
Jonathan Mingo,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the draw is Stevenson.
Fights loose. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down.
Now Jones. Completes it to Douglas. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Straight ahead at Stevenson.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 8 yards out.
And the Patriots get a bit closer.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Young here to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrow. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Up the middle they go. It's Crawford, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. To try again after the sack. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for New England. 49 yards. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Jones. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Carolina, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.